So, break it down for us. AJ versus Povetkin. How do you see this fight going?
It's a great fight, but I believe AJ is now what Povetkin was a few years ago, and possibly better as well, and bigger and stronger. So I see AJ stopping him in the first 5-6 rounds. You
think it's going to be as simple as that, as strong as that? No,
I think it's going to be a good fight. Povetkin's tough and he's wily and he's experienced. I just think too much mileage on the clock, and at 39 years old, you're going up against someone who's 28, he's unified champion, he's got a lot of confidence and he's improving constantly. Povetkin's plateaued up, Povetkin's where he is, he's never going to get any better. Everything he's going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, a lot of trade people think that Povetkin stylistically could give Joshua problems because he's short, he's squat, he's got that big left hook, and he showed that he can still take a shot against Price, who's one of the biggest hitters in the heavyweight division. So a lot of people still think that he may cause Joshua a lot of problems.
You see, David Price and Anthony Joshua is two kettle of fish. We know David Price has got power, but he hasn't got confidence, and he lacked that extra nastiness to go after these guys, because if that was me and I rock Povetkin like that, I would have rolled the dice. Price just seems to be, and that's what's been his downfall. Good fighter, strong guy, big guy, but he never really gone after it. And the difference is Joshua will go after it. Obviously, I understand Povetkin got a good left hook and whatever, but I just think where Joshua is now in his career, you need to have like youth or extreme toughness, are extreme quality boxing skills to cause him problems.
But do you think that Povetkin, his lack of height, he could use that to his advantage? Because he seems to have done that in the past. We saw it against Klitschko. He gave Klitschko a tough fight a couple of years ago, and he seems to use that height to his advantage, where he's short, squat, throws those big left hooks over top. Could that be a problem for Joshua?
I don't think so. I think Josh now, he's very rangy, and lately they changed his style a bit, so he's not engaging as much. He's using his range a lot more, and they added the right uppercut to his game, and I think that's what's going to be a downfall of Povetkin, because Joshua's going to be stepping in and out. They're going to be affecting the right hand, and I believe he'll walk him onto the right uppercut. Povetkin is short on his squat, but if Price can hurt him, you're going against someone who's more aggressive and will try and hurt him when he can, so I think Povetkin will have a lot of problems.
Do you think we'll see a change from Anthony Joshua in his approach to this fight than to his previous couple of fights? Do you think he's more likely to want to really go for it, roll the dice, like you said?
I think he needs to, because I know they say win today and worry about looking good in your next fight, but I think obviously he's been built to be this wrecking machine, and the last fight with Parker, he didn't really show a lot of ambition to engage and to be as aggressive as he normally is, which is what I believe his biggest strength is using his strength and his size and his aggression and his speed. And he seemed to come away a bit from that. But I understand it's a business, and now he's in the business end of his career now, where he's thinking, I win the fight, I set up the 50 million pound fight or whatever, and he's at the stage where every fight is going to be like that, and so now he's changed his style a bit.
I mean, how much pressure do you think is on Joshua's shoulders here against Povetkin, who is a live wire, who is a dangerous opponent, but do you think he could be looking past the Povetkin fight and to the bigger fights down the road, like yourself, a rematch with yourself, Fury fight is hanging in the balance as well, also Deontay Wilder? There's some big fights out there for him. Do you think the pressure in this fight could get to him at all?
Well, there's some big fights out there, but, Sky and Matchroom are building good. They've had him fighting in the big stages and the big show since he turned professional. So he's used to the big stage and he's used to having these kind of fights. And I believe fighting Klitschko would set him up perfectly for that. Povetkin's not a Klitschko. He's thinking, I've gone in there, beat a Klitschko who's active, he's mobile, very, very heavy-handed. I don't think he will have much. He will have respect for Povetkin, but I don't think he will have much fear for him. Povetkin's a smaller guy, not as hard a puncher, and he's 39 years old. I know Vladimir was 41 when he fought Joshua, but that's different. Vladimir didn't take a lot of punishment, and he kept himself in good shape, and he was very, very mobile for a heavyweight, and that's what caused Josh problem. I don't think Povetkin have the mobility and the style. He bobs and weaves a bit, but he's not consistent in any area. He does a bit of this, a bit of that, and I think that's what's going to be his downfall.
All interesting stuff. Dillian, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Dillian Whyte, who will be watching the fight on Saturday, as will all of us, with great, great interest.